for coming in this car and I have to pay for no gas today. What?
You gotta get it out where you got.
I make Joe spit just now.
You gotta get it out where you got.
We going to Walmart. We going to Walmart in a Rialto. Because we're gonna go pick up some fabric. Joe and I found two more, count them, two more handbags we want to do, tote bags. One of them has a zip on the top. You know how long I've been watching this video? This is probably seriously like the 8th or 9th time I've watched this lady put in this zip on the top, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I call this lady my teacher. She's the one that I've learned all the handbags from, and she teaches very easily, but that zip on the top is hard. So I had Joe watch it with me today, and thank God for Joe, because the parts that I wasn't catching, he caught, and the part that he's not catching, I finally caught. So together we gonna do this. We are better together. So isn't that what the preachers say? We're better together, huh?
Well, you got to drive. I think I hit over. Hang on.
So that bag's it's a tote bag. It's gonna be fully lined but not reversible. It's gonna have a zippered front pocket. We've been doing that forever because we learned it off of that bag from that lady's video. So we can do that zippered internal pocket. It's gonna have a top zip, and it's gonna have 2 elasticated side pockets, meaning like off to the side here, so you could put like your glasses. That's what I like those side pockets for.
I'm gonna use the elastic where Mama got, huh?
Do we have elastic? Like small like that, what she had there?
We may have some of that in there.
We may have some.
Do we use it in that stuff
Just for
the chair? No, we buy that.
We bought that. We bought that one.
Yeah, might have some elastic, but make sure buy piece.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know how this bag is gonna look when it's done, but we sure gonna attempt it. And that's the way we do with food, right, Joe? I used to be afraid to attempt different foods because, oh my God, I'm gonna waste all these ingredients, and that's a lot of money. No, we don't do that anymore. We buy the fabric. If we mess it up, so what? We cut the fabric up and make quilt.
The bag don't come out good.
Yeah, and the bag come out lopsided, so what? I'm gonna still use it. The next bag that we're gonna do is another tote that I know Shanika is gonna love because it looks beachy. And that one didn't have any pockets or anything, but the lady said you could put. But it uses some kind of what the thing there, Joe? Bosal something interfacer. It's a foam, Bosal foam interfacer. That's the first time I'm gonna be working with that, so I gotta go look for that. And we gotta pick up all these zips, and me and Joe are gonna come back, and if it takes us 8 hours, oh well, that's what's gonna happen. So how am I feeling today? I feel bruised. You know, when your liver is inflamed, it's not a nice feeling. You hurt all in your rib cage, and I was thinking it's like the cartilage in my rib cage that was inflamed and hurting, but it was actually the liver. And I guess it just flared up because the gallbladder flared up. I mean, all those things are connected. They kind of do some of the same jobs, and you only get one liver, you know, so I can't mess that up. And from what I read about the liver, from what I knew from before and what I read, is that the liver is the organ that has the ability to self-repair the quickest and the most, you know. So all the other organs are slow to repair themselves, but the liver can repair itself. I mean, you could get a piece of liver and it'll grow, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna fix this. I don't know if any more fat has grown around it since last March, but I would say last year 75% of the year I ate correctly. So I'm hoping I didn't do any damage with the 25% eating poorly. And when it comes to like sweet treats and stuff, I'm still gonna make all my regular videos at the cooking channel, but I'm also gonna start implementing a playlist of low-fat meals, of course, because if I'm gonna be eating those, I'm gonna be sharing them.
Pay for fabric, or just keep on paying?
Just stay out of it, Joel. You always mess up my blessing. That's one stack.
It's already gone. Nope.
One stack. No, Jory. I was appreciative. So Jory's buying me this fabric, and Joe was like getting involved, so I was gonna lose my blessing. You're too jealous. You always make I lose my blessing. This is my lunch today. I'm having a chicken thigh that Joe broiled, but from here on in, I'm just gonna do the white meat. But I have to finish off these thighs. This is not 1 cup, half a cup of red kidney beans that Joe cooked last night in a slow cooker, and all that has is salt and pepper. and some stir fry. So I'm gonna go put that in the app and see what we came up with. You can see right here that the chicken thigh is 3.1 ounces and it's 220 calories. So you have to say, I ate this. Ooh, I can't see. But looking through the camera lens, the stir-fried vegetables is only 30 calories. So I ate this. And then what else did I have? Beans. Let's look up the beans. Let's look up the beans, guys. I can't hold the camera and do this. Red kidney. Is it spelling that? I spelled Ted. Red kidney beans. Cooked. 1 cup is 218 calories. But I didn't have that. I had half a cup. So we're going to go to servings. We want to go to 0. And then half a cup here. So that now becomes what? Let's see how much it comes. So my lunch is 359 calories. Let's make sure we have everything correct in here. The thigh, the stir fry, and the red kidney beans. Yep. Let's go back out and look at the bottom to see what I'm eating. So I have 21 of my 30. Remember, I'm only going to do 30 grams of fat. That's covered because of that chicken thigh being so fat. Next time we're going to do breasts. And then 70 of the carbs out of the 133. You guys see how the carbs are adding up? And I didn't even eat any real carb that we know of, like bread or rice or stuff. The protein is 44. Yes, I'm getting the protein in. Joe and Josh went down to the DMV to put the Saturn in Josh's name. So I'm left at home to my own devices. Let me show you what I've been doing. I used the paper that Jada used for her art. And I'm cutting my templates. So this is how big the bag's going to be. It's a pretty good size. 16 by 13. We're not going to be able to get that into the theaters because they changed what size bag can go in. Like I go to the theaters, right? So this is for the straps. This is for the side panel. This is for the base. This is for the inside pocket. This pocket seems big. I think I might have this measured wrong. I got to go back and check again. This bag's going to have elasticated side pockets. You know, the kind that you put your baby bottles in and stuff like that. That's where I put my eyeglass cases. Pockets with elastic. And this is for the zippered top. Ooh, this is for the tab part of the zip. So I just made the template or made the pattern. And I'm going to clean up first because the table is a mess right now because we made a pillow for Jory. He bought his own fabric, all superheroes, and he bought his own pillow, and we just kind of sewed it. I found out in making the pillows that it's kind of hard to sew the bottom shut on the sewing machine. You almost have to sew it by hand. So next time we do a pillow like that, we're going to put a zip on the bottom. That's almost way easier because you're just going to sew the zip onto the 2 pieces first, then just go ahead and sew the other 3 sides. Open the zip, push the thing in, and zip it shut. Oh my God, that would have been so much easier, but Jory thought that was going to be harder. So that's why he's like, Mom, you don't have to put the zip. So thanks to the few of you that know what I've been going through, because you guys probably haven't seen the vlog yet because I'm still editing. And you guys have checked in on me. I have to go answer a couple of texts right now because I just saw them sitting there. I had the phone charging, guys. But you guys are so sweet to check on me. With every hour that passes today, I feel that much better. You know, so I'm not at 100% yet, but I'm pretty darn close. So this colic or this event is almost over. And I am adamant that this is not going to happen to me again. I am taking charge of my life like I told you guys earlier. And I'm just going to eat healthy. I already know what to do. It wasn't hard. I didn't have to go buy groceries or anything because I already had everything here. I just got to stay off of the refined stuff and the breads and the flour tortillas and stuff like that. And just eat like the lunch I had. Chicken, the stir fry or some type of vegetables. And beans, lentils, hummus, stuff like that. And if I do eat rice, well, I don't eat a lot of rice anyways. When I eat rice, I eat, I think, a half a cup. Joshua tends to eat a whole cup. I'm going to have to check him. But I eat a half a cup of rice. And if I'm going to eat it with beans like that, I will eat less rice. And so I could do the half a cup of beans. So I have to go check how much a serving of grape is 15 grapes. And I got to go see how much carbohydrates are tied up in that. because I love me my grapes, but if it's gonna put a lot of carbs on my little thing there on the bottom of the phone, we're gonna switch to a different fruit, all right? Josh and Joe are still stuck at the DMV. I think they probably should have made an appointment, but we've never had a wait like this before. It's usually maybe 40-minute wait or so. I don't know what's happening, why it's taking so long, but they got there, well, they left here at 1. They got their ticket to sit and wait like about 1:30. Joshua called and said, Mom, we're gonna be here all afternoon. I'm like, why? And he says, because they gave us B445, and they're barely calling B241. I'm like, oh my God. So by the time I call back in an hour, which was about 2:30, Joshua said that they were barely like at 271 or something like that. So I don't know how they're gonna finish seeing all these people or serving all these people, because it would suck if they had to sit there and wait and then they close at what, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then they don't get this stuff done. We could go pay to get it done, but it's like 50 bucks. I can use that 50 bucks to buy food. And no, we can't go to AAA because it's coming through the dealer. AAA will only process stuff where it's like owner to owner. So we can't do that. So I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner, but at least I'm hungry for dinner. You know, when I'm going through these flare-ups with the gallbladder issue and whatever, I just can't eat too much. I have to eat very little, and yeah, everything just feels like it's stuck. So today I actually feel like things moved, and I feel like I'm digesting. I feel my stomach felt a warmness, like it's actually working for a change. So I don't want to eat the chicken thigh again, not because I'm tired of it or anything, because Joe does such a good job with it, but it has such a high fat content that I'm pretty close to my 30 grams of fat for the day. So I think I'm going to go with this tuna. And I was checking, it says a serving is about 2 ounces, and there's about 3 servings in this tin. And the fat, the fat grams, let's see, let's see, is 1 gram. 1 gram of fat in a serving. Hey, I'm gonna deal with this, because then I could eat it with a slice of this nice bread that Jory got for me. And right away when Jory heard that I have to change my eating, he ran out there to go get good stuff for me. Isn't that a good son? So this bread has only 1 gram of fat in 1 slice and only 60 calories, and the carbohydrate is only 12 grams, all right? This one that I bought yesterday, the 7 grain, this one is what? 21 whole grains and seeds, dang. 7 grain bread has 120 calories, 22 for the carb, that's way too high, and 2.5 for the fat. Yeah, Jory right. The sodium is 210, the sodium on this one is 105. Jory is right, this is the healthier bread, okay? So there you go, Dave's Killer Bread, dang. He went with a good name for this. 3 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 130 mg of omega-3, and 12 grams of whole grain. Yes, I'll be eating this. I hope it tastes good and not taste like cat food, because this one tastes really good. But you know why? It's high in sugar. So I'm going to have like the kids finish eating that, and I'm going to start buying this. So I think I'll do 2 ounces of tuna. I'm going to put some veggies in it. I'm not going to do onions yet, because I think onions kind of trigger off gall attacks. So I'm not going to do onions yet, but I think I'll put some of the peppers in it. I don't have any lime or lemon. Joe used it all for the chicken, but it would have been nice to just squeeze some on this, because I'm not going to do any mayo. I'm not going to do anything right now that has the lactate in it. You know, so I'm doing the lactose-free milk, so I'm just going to eat it just like that. It's going to be all right. It's salty. Just to get through today, because, let's go like that. I can actually eat some more of the beans. So I'm going to eat a half cup of the beans, 1 slice of this, and 2 ounces of this. Because I could do the chicken too, but that's very high in fat, and I'm trying to monitor what I do today so I can get a feel of what we're doing here. So, haven't heard from Jada all day. She's starting to trouble me. I know that I have to cut the navel strings, but y'all know that's hard. She's with Matt though, so I'm just, you know, going to believe that they're okay. They got to the store. Like I said, it's not in this town. It's in, you know, where she goes to school. They got there in time for 8 o'clock, and it's supposed to be from 8 to 4, but you know, I thought she was going to call me on one of her breaks, but maybe the breaks were not long enough, and she probably had to call her manager, Colin, you know, because Colin is holding down the fort while she's trying to do this. Somebody came. Let's see if it's for me. Hold on. Let me go check. Who came? The dogs are barking up a storm. It's 4:05. Oh, Joe and Josh came.
people came back from lunch, and that's like.
Huh?
People came back from lunch.
I think it's like immigration. When you get to the end of the day like that,
Yeah.
they probably told some of the other workers they have to start working on the beat. Whatever, you know, because that's long. So this was what, from 1:30 to 4 o'clock?
Yep.
Jesus. If I had money, I would have given you guys the $50 to go to Tia Gloria.
That popped into my head too, and Daddy said the same thing.
How much you come to?
51, 52?
I was expecting like 120.
She
That's
said
because
that
registration wasn't due.
Exactly.
Okay. Huh?
What are you receiving?
You got a receipt? Joe, this bread with Jory buy is really the healthier bread, you know. It's low in sugar, low in carb, low in everything.
$53.
That's awesome, Josh. We needed to save some money today. That's amazing.
I'm so bored till I start to dry.
When did you draw? Joe say bored today. What the hell that? That looks scary as hell.
Dragon fly. That's
Jesus.
That's what
But that looks scary. Look at your face. It look mad. What you draw?
jewelry.
Uh-huh.
Jewelry, I know it.
Oh my God. Jewelry ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Look at that ugly
Fish.
picnic, man.
So what's about dragonfly?
The dragonfly does not look scary. That looks like
The face looks scary. Look on Joshua
I give a
Dragonfly.
big googly
The big one.
eyes.
Look at that creepy looking thing where Joe draw there.
I give
I hear what
googly
me that's my son Jory. What the hell? That's not no Jory. Oh my goodness. So the only thing that I have right now, Josh, I'm not too tender here right now. It's just in here. Man, that guy was really lashing me back. You know, he's like, it's the gallbladder out of whack and the liver's pissed off and the liver's swollen. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That was scary yesterday. So I wanted to make some tuna, but there's no lime or lemon. I just wanted to squeeze some. Jesus, Jesus, look how small this bread.
Is that Jory's bread? Because it's tiny.
No, he bought this one for me, but look at this compared to this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do this. And you can't eat two because then you might as well eat this one. Jesus! The hell?
We don't even have any good mustard to put in here.
I know, no mustard, no nothing. You guys, we need food. I'm gonna do like the guy Redmond say, all this girl do is beg for money. We need food. Did you guys see that? I left it up so a bunch of you can see what I go through. You know, I don't like when people come back at me, Josh, and say, what?
Blame Obama for Russian interference, not Trump.
Well, Seth texted me the funniest joke today. Let me tell you. Seth says Jared Coochie lost his clearance. Jared Kushner, you know, but that's what she calls him. I'm like, oh my God, the son-in-law.
Oh, finally.
He lost his security clearance. You know, Trump is still showing him stuff. I don't trust these people.
You mean the '80s villain's son? He looks totally like that kid from the '80s.
With the building that he's in debt with, and the building number is 666. What are the odds, people?
He's like,
what are the odds?
He's in competition with a handsome rogue lead, with a girl.
Yeah, but you know what, Josh? This is what I'm saying. Trump could stop General Kelly from dismantling this Jared Kushner's clearance because he's in charge. But he says, I'm going to leave it up to him. You know why he's doing that, right? Because they're getting ready to throw Jared under the bus. He's only a son-in-law. He ain't blood.
True.
He don't care about his own blood. Did you not see where he didn't talk to his kids for 10 years because the son didn't talk to him because what he did to the mom? I was like, oh, Lord. Joe, that bag going to have to sell for a lot of money. You see that 1 yard of cloth we buy? That done. And I had to put together from scraps to make the brown side. So that's like 2 yards of cloth to make one bag. But it's going to look good when we're done though, because we're going to follow the instructions letter by letter. Yeah, so join me on lime or lemon. You can't go teeth none for your neighbor. I want to eat some tuna because it's less fat than that chicken. And I'm hungry. We're going to the gym, right? Joshua, want to go to the gym? You know, I don't want you to have to leave to go to that, babe. I'll manage it. I'll manage. Joshua, you want to go to... Joe, I tell you, stop eating pecans where Lucy sent for me. That's for make her cook on those shows. Every time you tell me to eat our people pecans, you know we can't afford no pecans. We have to afford walnuts. Lucy, thank you for the pecans. Did you all see that stupid guy, Redman, whatever, that came at me, and then Lucy went and handled him, and then Cess went and handled him, and then Daffy, I haven't even seen Daffy in a while, she went and handled him. Everybody's handling this guy, but that's the kind of crap that I go through. And I don't like for people to say, well, don't let that get to you, Barbara, you do you. I'm very strong, I'd say 98% of the time, but there's that one time when it really gets. The battery died just now, guys. Yeah, he came at me on the day when I was having the gall attack, and I was in devastating pain, and I was really down at that moment when he came at me. As a matter of fact, I was down before he came at me, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, why? Why? You guys saw what I did, right? The first 6 minutes of the video was actually the video. So it wasn't an afterthought like he said. The next 10 minutes I took my liberties and had my fun because I didn't need to show how to cook the pizza on the stovetop. I could have broken that up into 2 videos and have 2 videos this week. But no, I put it all in one video because I thought it'd be fun just to, you know, get back into the swing of things and to let everybody know what I'm doing. Because now every video, you know, is going to be a little bit shorter. But I'll be able to say, hey, remember to pick up the aprons. Remember to pick up the bags. You know, and not make it long-winded, right? But this guy, like the girl said, Daffy said, who hurt you? Yeah, somebody must have hurt him indeed because he just came at me with razor blades and lemon juice. You know? Let me serve this. Let me serve this thing up, guys. How to cut the scene tree now. So I'm going to the gym. We're having a party today. Having a big party. You can win a TV, some earbuds. And I think it's going to be one of those things where we'll put you in the drawing to win. And they're probably going to want you to tell people about the gym. I ain't telling nobody about that gym. Oh, I was telling Daddy yesterday, Josh, when I got there, he was like fussing with me. He was like messing with me because I walked off and left him and goes, you walk behind me. What's your problem? I'm like, the hell with you. I'm going in here to find my rich man in this gym, right?
Copyright.
And he goes, there's no rich man in here. I go, you're right. If they come into Planet Fitness, they broke as hell. Because if they had money, they'd be going to 24-hour fitness.
Or the LA Fitness, right? Isn't that another big one?
Yeah, that's another big one. It's like, they broke as hell, Joe. I'm going to end this one now, guys. Because I have to edit 2 vlogs and put it up. And I might go I don't know. I might just go to the gym. Thanks for watching. If you like what I produce, thumbs it up for me. Comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And tell me what y'all think about Joshua's thingy. Remember? Remember he did his thingy, his story.
Yeah.
You got a comment. I don't know if anybody else comments and stuff, but you got a comment. She said, I really like the way you read it. I'm into audiobooks, and I think you have a good voice to do that.
Cool.
That could be a job.
I hate the way my voice sounds, but if other people like it, I don't know.
Listen, I'm telling Josh, let's look into reading audiobooks.
Okay, Mr. I don't mind when it comes out of my mouth, but when you hear it back, because you know it's kind of.
I think I got used to hearing mine.
Yeah.
Because mine sucked in the beginning too. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
It sounds weird. It doesn't sound natural, especially when you're used to hearing your voice your whole life.
Bye, guys. Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. ¿Qué tal, papá?